70% of transformations fail. In strategic architecture, failure is rarely a singular, catastrophic event. It is a process, a slow, creeping decay that begins long before the structure shows any outward signs of weakness. This is the nature of cultural drift, the silent killer of corporate strategy, with a stark, high-contrast shot of a beautifully designed modern bridge. Cultural drift occurs when the collective values and behaviors of your organization, the way things actually get done, unintentionally diverge from the executive team's strategic blueprint. It's not a rebellion, it's an evolution in the wrong direction. A Forbes analysis notes that culture often shifts faster than strategy can keep up, creating a gap where even brilliant plans fail. This isn't a soft HR issue. It has hard costs. Gallup research indicates that organizations with strong cultural alignment see 33% higher quality and 50% fewer safety incidents. Conversely, McKinsey calculates the cost of the resulting disengagement at over $200 million in lost productivity for a median S&P 500 company. The drift is a direct drain on the bottom line. Transition to a clean animated graphic. A circle labeled strategic intent is at the center. Radiating from it are lines connecting to smaller circles, daily behaviors, team norms, implicit rewards. These connections begin to flicker and fade. Harvard Business School professor Michael Beer identified the mechanisms behind this decay, terming them the silent killers of strategy implementation. These are the systemic barriers that quietly undermine execution. They include an ineffective or misaligned top team, poor communication up and down the chain of command, and a culture of silence where raising difficult truths is implicitly punished. When these silent killers are present, they create a fertile ground for cultural drift. The organization's informal systems, the unwritten rules, the social networks, the behaviors that get you noticed take over. They begin to reward actions that may be misaligned with or even directly contradict the official strategy. The strategy says customer centricity, but the culture rewards hitting internal metrics regardless of customer impact. The strategy calls for long-term innovation, but the culture only celebrates short-term wins. Introduce the concept of silent killers from Harvard Business Review. 6 abstract, shadowy figures appear on screen, each with a label. 1. Ineffective top team. 2. Unclear strategy. 3. Poor vertical communication. 4. Weak cross-functional coordination. 5. Inadequate leadership skills. 6. Fear of speaking up. When culture and strategy diverge, strategy always loses. Realigning a drifting culture is not about a new slogan or a corporate retreat. It requires a clinical, systemic intervention. It begins with an honest diagnosis of the gap between the culture you have and the culture your strategy requires. The first step is acknowledging the current. You cannot correct a course you do not know you are on.